When Prince Harry and Meghan Markle announced that they wanted to step down from their royal responsibilities in January, the royal fans accused Harry of ditching his family. And at the same time, tabloids reported that the Sussex's departure actually caused a rift between Harry and his father and brother. But did the couple really leave Buckingham Palace on bad terms with the royals? Did the Queen ban them from attending her final farewell? And why can't Meghan's mom visit Little Archie? Stay with me to find out whether the Sussexes are still in touch with their close family. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe to Curiosips and turn on the notifications to be up to date with our videos. It's been a few weeks now since Meghan and Prince Harry are no longer senior members of the royal family. They decided to leave their original place of residence on Vancouver Island in Canada and move down to Los Angeles. According to The Sun, Meghan, Harry, and Archie have left Canada for good. And they had to get out fast because the borders were closing and flights were stopping. Their move was already planned for some time because they realized that Canada wouldn't work for various reasons and they wanted to be based in the Los Angeles area. The family of 3, including their 11-month-old son, has been self-isolating in a new home close to Hollywood that they're still setting up. They've been living in a secluded compound in Bel Air. And while they're self-isolating, they're also taking time to find ways to support others. They're also house hunting for a permanent home in the same area that Princess Diana wanted to live. But The Sun revealed that even though Meghan was the main force behind their move to Hollywood, she has no plans to return to acting. Right now, it seems that she has other problems because the coronavirus ruined some plans that she had, but I'll tell you about that in a moment. We've already told you that allegedly the Queen had been really upset with Meghan and Harry's decision to leave, and they were on very bad terms. She thought that this conflict was damaging to the monarchy and on a personal level. The monarch was also upset because she hadn't seen baby Archie for weeks. But there's been a rumor going around that the Queen banned her rebel grandson and his wife from attending her funeral. This sounds ridiculous, but apparently, according to a palace insider, Queen Elizabeth was still very upset with how the couple dissed the royals in their ITV documentary and how they ditched the family and ran off to the USA. All this seems very suspicious because even though the Queen definitely was sad that Harry and Meghan have stepped down from their roles as senior members of the family, she has repeatedly shown support for the grandson she loves and his wife. Even in her statement regarding the Duke and Duchess stepping down, Elizabeth said that she and her family were fully supportive of Harry and Meghan's wishes to create a new life as a family. And let's be real, why would she ban her grandson from her funeral? And also, why would she be planning a funeral if, according to reports, she's not ill or anything? A source also revealed that the Queen still means the world to Harry, and he reassured his grandma that his decision to ditch his royal title and last name in some official documents wasn't anything personal. What am I talking about? Earlier this month, while registering his new eco-friendly tourism organization, Travelist, Harry was listed as Prince Henry Charles Albert David, Duke of Sussex. That's still one long name, even though he dropped the family's Mountbatten-Windsor surname. And a few weeks later, while speaking at a Travelist event, the prince made it clear that he just wanted to be called Harry. Despite dropping the formal titles and moving countries, Harry still cares about his family in the UK. A source told Us Weekly that the Duke of Sussex really struggled with the news that his father, Prince Charles, tested positive for coronavirus. Despite all the ups and downs, hearing that his dad was sick with a potentially fatal disease, especially since he's in the at-risk group, was a huge wake-up call. Reportedly, Harry felt really guilty for not being closer to home while all of this was going on. During a phone call with Prince Charles, Harry confessed that he felt helpless being miles away in LA. The fact that his dad suffered only mild symptoms calmed the prince down, but he was still worried and admitted that this situation made him realize that Charles and the Queen won't be around forever. Apparently, the Duke of Sussex tries to keep in touch with his grandmother and dad, but because of the 8-hour time difference, the calls don't happen very often. Apparently, due to Prince Charles' condition, Meghan started taking precautions against the virus even more seriously. A close friend told the Daily Mail that the news about Prince Charles put everyone on edge. Meghan said that she was worried about her and Harry's health because she didn't want to pass anything on to Archie. Apparently, the royals' staff members must all wear latex gloves, and anyone who runs errands for the couple must wear a face mask at all times, and they have to leave their shoes and coats outside. Another thing is that coronavirus also ruined Harry and Meghan's plans. Soon, Little Archie will celebrate his first birthday, and the plans of a bigger family party had to be cancelled. Apparently, Harry and Meghan hoped to celebrate their son's birthday with the Queen at her Balmoral estate in Scotland, but due to the situation, they had to readjust their plans. Instead, it will be just the three of them, and they will enjoy animal-themed cupcakes because Archie loves animals and has tons of animal books and fluffy toys. Recently, Prince Harry also admitted that he's really enjoying family time with Meghan and Archie in Los Angeles amid the coronavirus lockdown. The Duke of Sussex took part in a 30-minute virtual meeting with parents and caretakers associated with his patronage of the children's charity Well Child. He said that in all this, there are a lot of positives. For instance, being able to have so much family time that he almost feels guilty. And what he loves to celebrate are those moments when he's rolling around on the floor in hysterics. Because a half an hour or a day later, there's going to be something that he'll have to deal with and he won't be able to run away from it. And speaking of the banning that I mentioned earlier, there's also been a rumor that Meghan Markle is banning her mother, Doria Ragland, from seeing her grandson, baby Archie. But the truth is that Meghan didn't stop her mother from anything. It's just that because the family is social distancing, they were advised not to socialize with anyone, including Meghan's mom. Doria is 63, so because of her age, she has to be careful. And Meghan and Harry are sticking to all the formal guidelines when it comes to coronavirus. They've been communicating through WhatsApp and FaceTime almost every day, but it's obviously not the same. Meghan has been using her time in isolation to plan her future and has been looking into various good causes that she could support. So, although mother and daughter can't see each other right now, Doria definitely will be making regular visits to Meghan and Harry's home once they get settled, and she will be present in their everyday life. Of course, she will be a great babysitter for Archie. His grandma adores him, and she'd definitely be happy to help if it was needed. Right after their move to the US, Harry and Meghan have been involved in another security drama, or more like the US president got them involved. Donald Trump said in a Twitter post, "I'm a great friend and admirer of the Queen and the United Kingdom." It was reported that Harry and Meghan, who left the kingdom, would reside permanently in Canada. Now they have left Canada for the US, however. The US will not pay for their security protection. They must pay. The Duke and Duchess's spokesperson published a statement in response to Donald Trump's tweet, saying, "The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have no plans to ask the US government for security resources. Privately funded security arrangements have been made." It turns out that Harry and Meghan hired a team of former SAS soldiers to keep them safe. The couple chose from a short list of 2 firms whose staff have guarded superstars including Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie, Nicole Kidman, and Madonna, as well as senior politicians and diplomats. A source said that the security team doesn't come cheap, and the overall bill will be many tens of thousands of dollars. But Harry and Meghan are huge celebrities, right next to the biggest A-listers in the world. How many guards they will have with them will depend on whether they are at home, traveling, or out in public. As I've already told you, Kensington Palace confirmed that the couple would fund their own security, while Clarence House said Harry's dad, Prince Charles, would be making his own private financial contributions to the Duke and Duchess. It looks like the Sussexes won't have to worry about finances, even though they're underemployed, because they're being offered huge money for interviews. Reportedly, Meghan and Harry have been offered over $1 million to do a sit-down tell-all interview. In January, it was reported that Meghan had been in talks with Oprah and Ellen DeGeneres to do a tell-all interview, and some suggested that it was a way to get what they wanted out of Megxit. Now that Megxit is done, the couple is looking for a source of income. But according to a source, Meghan would rather donate all the money to charity, probably the NHS, after the incredible efforts of all the frontline workers. Or it could go into their new charity, Archwell, named after baby Archie. Would Harry agree to expose his family like that, especially now that the pandemic made him reflect on some things? After all, both he and Meghan did the interviews for their ITV documentary where they revealed that they struggled with their life in the spotlight and in the royal family. And that's also where Harry confirmed that he and William drifted apart, and their relationship isn't like it used to be. Do you think that Meghan and Harry would ever do a tell-all interview and expose the royal family like Lady Di did? Do you believe that the coronavirus lockdown made them value family even more? Let me know what you think in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with our videos. Give this one a thumbs up and share it with your people. See you.